Hey guys, welcome. In this video, we are going to check out the recent stealth update for the Mirai Razor family, and then we are going to test out the sniper loadout for the Razor, which is the size 2 Strife mass driver cannons. In the latest Alpha 4.5 PTU patch, the entire Razor series got a stealth update. This actually was a bug. The patch note said this: potential fix, Mirai Razor all variants. Cross-section emission values are too high. So they brought down the cross-section value for all the Razors. And right now, the Razor, Razor EX, and Razor LX, they have exactly same cross-section value. The front cross-section was brought down from 2,242 to 1,664. Side cross-section brought down from 6,207 to 4,059. And top cross-section brought down from 9,483 to 5,832. So right now, all three Razor variants have the exactly same cross-section value. But that doesn't seem to be right, because among all the three Razors, the Razor EX is the stealth Razor, stealth fighter, and the Mirai Razor is a racing ship, and Razor LX is a luxurious racing ship. But the EX is a stealth fighter. And for all the stealth ships, we have a 40% signature reduction, but that does not apply to the Razor EX. On the SC ship viewer, under the signature modifier section, you can see not only we don't have the 40% signature reduction, we have a 10% signature increase. So maybe this is an oversight. And I hope that the Razor EX can be stealthier than the other Razors. Because the Razor is such a small little ship, and the top cross-section is over 5,000, almost 6,000, that's a little too much. And the side is over 4,000, that's also too much. Front should be lower as well. So the 40% signature reduction should be applied to the Razor EX. So that's the stealth update. And that's not it. Because in the beginning of the 4.5 patch cycle, CIG did a Snuff Fighter and Interceptor balance pass. And in that rebalance, the Mirai Razor and all variants, the stats have been changed. I haven't got time to do a video for this change yet. So in this video, we're just gonna talk about the Razor changes. After that change, the stats for the Razor and the Razor EX are almost the same. The only difference is that the Razor has more health point. The Razor has 7,200 health point, and the Razor EX has 7,100 hit points. But the Razor LX total health point is only 2,100 hit points. The vital part for the Razor is front. The health is 700 hit points. And for the Razor EX, it's 600 hit points. So that's the only difference between the Razor and the Razor EX. But Razor LX, vital part front, only 400 hit points. So Razor LX as a racing ship, the health is dramatically lower than the Razor EX and the Razor. The Razor and the Razor EX, SCM speed is 265 meters per second. And the Razor LX is 275 meters per second, so the racing ship is a little bit faster. However, the SCM forward boost speed for the Razor EX is 595 meters per second. But for the Razor LX, it is only 490 meters per second, 100 meters per second slower than the Razor EX, yet it is a racing ship. For the maximum navigation speed, for the Razor and Razor EX, it's 1,450 meters per second. For the Razor LX, it's 1,525 meters per second. Also, maneuverability for the Razor and Razor EX, pitch, yaw, and roll 59, 52, and 205 degrees per second. And for the racing version, pitch, yaw, and roll 62, 62, and 205 degrees per second. So the Razor LX pitch and yaw is much better than the other Razors. The roll is the same. Also, in 4.5, we added the armor value for all ships. So all the Razors the armor value is the same, 480 hit points. So with all these numbers in mind, you can see right now the razors are not very balanced. Let's just use these numbers and build a stealth razor for the Razor EX with Strife mass driver cannons. First thing is we need to change all the stock components to stealth components. Shield, cooler, and power plants, all stealth speed components. And the quantum drive, I'm going to be use a stealth C. Now, in the 4.5 patch, something else is added is the EM emission for the weapons. This one here, Strife mass driver cannon. Now, let's take a look at this. EM emission. IR emission. The IR is all 0, but the EM emission for the Strife mass driver cannon is incredibly high. It's 792, even though this is a ballistic cannon. And also for the /2 mass driver cannon, this is incredibly high. Now take a look at the Deadbolt 2, only 41, but the Strife mass driver cannon 792. So if we're adding 2 Strife mass driver cannon on the ship, then we'd be adding over 1,000 EM to the ship. Before, it is 6,800. If we reduce the weapon pip to only 1, it dropped to 5,000. Now, if we give only 1 engine pip, so the EM is dropping even more. We're trying to match the highest signature between the IR and the EM to the lowest front cross section here. The IR is already very low, so we don't have to consider that. So that is why we are trying to reduce the EM numbers by turning off shield. That's good, 3,633, and turn off life support a little bit more, and turn off 1 cooler. That's it. If we turn off 2 coolers, as what we're doing right now, the cooler will be offline. Your heat will go all the way up. So we can't turn off both coolers anymore. That practice has to be stopped. So this is the best that we can do with full stealth speed components. So the maximum detection range for this razor will be between 2,464 to 5,832. Depends on the angle you're facing the enemy and depends on the enemy radar they use to detect you. Let's do a little test in game. So this razor I'm flying has exactly the same components: Vapor Block, Delta Max, Drift, and Veil. If I start turning off cooler, shield, weapon goes to 1 pip, and engine goes to 1 pip. Left support off. So right now our EM is 2.4. Now I'm using a Hornet to detect the razor. So look at the radar detection calculator. We're gonna select the opponent vehicle, which is a Hornet, which has a size 1 radar. And now with these signatures, you will be visible to your opponent from 1.9 kilometers. And also, depending on your opponent position, you could be detected up to 4.6, 4.7 kilometers. So 2 kilometers to 4.7 is the detection range. Okay, Luke is going to target my ship. And I have a radar pip now. By radar pip, I mean the radar here is highlighted yellow, means we're targeted. Now Luke is going to back strafe. Nose to nose back strafe. 1.4, 1.5, 1.6, 7, 1.8, 1.9. Oh, yeah, exactly. Before I even reached 2 kilometers, I lost radar lock from Luke Skywalker. So the minimum detection range is around 1.9 to 2 kilometers. However, if I turn the ship, if I turn the top of the ship to Luke, oh, just slight angle, I got targeted, have a radar lock. And that radar lock can go all the way up to 4.7 kilometers if you're facing the top of the ship to your enemy. And that number is important because we're going to test this gun, the Strife mass driver cannon. This is a size 2 ballistic cannon. The alpha damage for this gun is 525 for each. And the base penetration distance for this gun is 5 meters. Even for a size 2, it's got 5 meters penetration distance. That's a lot. And the penetration radius is from 1.4 to 1.8 meters. And because this is a ballistics, so it has very limited ammo, only 84 rounds. And total damage this gun can do for each is 44,100. But the ammo speed is 5,000 meters per second. That's really fast, even at long range. And take a look at the range for this gun is 5.5 kilometers. And that's what we say this gun is a sniper weapon. But as we saw earlier, this gun will increase the EM signature by over 700. However, if we only give 1 pip to our weapon, let's test this gun right now. Just gonna charge and fire. Yep, that's pretty good. So basically you charge it for about less than a second. It will just fire at the end of the charge. You can see the bullet is really fast. Okay, we're gonna test on Luke's ship. I'm gonna back Strife to 5 kilometers. That's it, 5 kilometers. No matter what, Luke cannot detect me. Unless he's moving around and flying toward me, then he can't detect me. At this point, I'm going to shoot this gun at his ship. Also, we're gonna monitor the shield and component health of Luke's ship. Charge. Fire. Oh, that's a hit. That's a miss. Hit again. Oh, Luke is having a red health. The quantum drive is only 29% health now. That's 2 hit. Fire another one. It's another hit. Another hit. Shield generator, 58%. Yes, this gun can penetrate through the shield and armor and hull and damage the component. Another one, and ooh, cooler down to 52% health. I'm gonna get a little closer. Another hit, and another shield generator at 49% health. One shield generator is down. And another cooler has been damaged. This one didn't do any component damage. This one didn't do any component damage. So you really have to hit around the component area in order to do component damage. I missed that one. Oh, another hit, another shield generator. Actually, shield is down, but I still have 1 shield generator on. Somehow, my shield is down. And oh, power plant failure. Whoa, I think that hit the power plant. 1 hit, the power plant is down. Gonna do a repair. And keep shooting. Yeah, as soon as the components are repaired, it got damaged and cannot repair again. Now, I also have a problem here because if I give 1 pip to my gun, every time I shoot, the power pip just go all the way up to full, which will bring up my EM as well. I don't know what is going on. Maybe the ballistic weapon power pip has changed. You cannot just give 1 pip to ballistic weapons anymore. So when I shoot, the power output goes up automatically for my weapon. However, this gun is most effective if you're shooting at the ship that is standing still. it's not going to be effective to shooting at the ship that is flying around. But it can penetrate through the shield and the hull and damage the component, especially for a smaller ship. Okay, next ship, we're going to try on the Zeus. I'm going to stay about 5 kilometers as well. Ready? Fire. Caution. Hit the ship.
Caution. Target friendly.
Ooh. No component damage yet.
Caution.
Still no component damage yet.
Caution.
And shield is almost down.
Caution. Ammunition low.
Ammunition low. 16 rounds.
Caution.
6 rounds left.
Warning. Ammunition gone.
Ammunition gone. Yep, this is it. Let's see. I don't think I've done any component damage to the Zeus. Oh, actually, some damage to the life support. Oh, shield generator. I've done certain amount of damage, 79% and 93%. And some of the guns are damaged. But in general, I'm not doing a whole lot of damage to the Zeus. Even though the Zeus has a red hull in the front, I think the armor has taken a lot of damage, but the components are not. So in general, I don't think this gun is very effective in the engineering patch. I think we're having a new patch. So yeah, in general, I don't think this gun is effective in the engineering patch. Especially, you have to stay for long range. You cannot get close and sub-target the component. So you just shoot at the ship in general. You don't know if this bullet is going to hit the component area or not, especially for bigger ships. For a small fighter, maybe this gun is more effective, but definitely I don't think it's effective for the Razor. The Razor with 2 Deadbolt 2 can do close quarter combat. That's more effective. Do some dogfight with your maneuverability and speed. But with this gun as a sniper gun, besides, they added a lot of EM for this gun. So the more of this gun you equipped on your ship, for example, the Saber, you can equip 4 of them, and the higher the EM signature for your ship. So that's just my test and my thoughts. But what do you guys think? Please leave in the comments below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.